Hey. My name is Mr. Joe, whatever. My name's I got a lot of names. They all have Joe in it. And boy, do I love FYI.ai, a little show of gratitude. So always, I like to have show of gratitude at the beginning of every stream. And I'm creating new habits, doing new things, living my best life. And this is day 5, going into day 6 because technically it's past midnight. And, but, I've had a great day. And, I want to get a little bit done before I turn in. So, do-do-do. One thing I didn't do was adhere to my to-do list before. Um, oh, I started. On my back. I'm old and my chair is not great. Okay, so not. I got a lot to be grateful for. I'm just stating the truth that's happening for me. All right, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and do my to-do notes a little bit, and you can see to the right of the screen there that I've got some notes pulled up. We're gonna get to that in a second. I need to visit this to-do list because what I did not do was before starting the stream any kind of my checklist. Clean the cat litter is real important because I got a dog that might. I mean, he's new here and he might eat something out of there, and I don't want that. I did do some of these other things. But I didn't test audio cameras. I need to add lighting, test or check lighting. Um, but earlier I did, and I had an attempt this morning at a stream, and simply did not go well. Like everything failed, and for various reasons. It's fine, but it really because I've been thinking like I could just whatever I got to do, I'll just do it on stream. I just need to be streaming, stream. You never know when it needs to be recording, when you might get good content. I still like that, but also the quality of the stream is going to be better if I check things off of a list first, do some basic things first that just need to be done. Um, and so part of why this is sorry about that. Part of why this is sorry about it twice. And thank you, and I love you. And I'm sorry. so um, the uh, the whole process, living my best life, is that belief that by applying myself, I will do better, I will be better, I will feel better, um, and if nothing else, I just get the gratification of doing these things, getting this work done. So, really loving it and truly living my best life, feeling great about it. So, anyway, um, I am not, though, going to go into or through anything checking this list because I have an agenda right now. I want to keep this kind of short and sweet and to the point. Um, this is like I tried to use FYI.ai to do creative things. And what I've discovered now, I've discovered many things here. Let me just go ahead and back to. I've discovered many things about the workflow, and I kind of liken the use of AI to my experience with having a dog, because um, you know people will say things like the dog picked me, like things like that. That is true of me. But anyway, but when it comes to training, it's like I'm getting trained. I have to be regimented in order to care for an animal, and I now that I'm living this more free, time-wise kind of lifestyle. I have the time to care for him in a way that I never had before too. So anyway, but the training part, the dog trains me. So that's kind of like AI that you know, it's limited in its algorithm, its parameters, how it's, set up. I'm not. And so not only do I have the opportunity to you always need a human touch for human connection and sentiment to really be valued and shared, even if that human touch is just like an earnest sharing of something AI did, right? If you believe that what it said resonates with you and that those are your words, then, by all means, uh, that's a human touch that because it's authentic to you to share it. Now, for me though, like with writing songs on my own for years, well before AI, the like I would feel like I have a loud inner critic, and I'd be like, these are corny lyrics, right? Like this isn't good enough. I have high standards too for literary degree pedigree, right? Like that it really like no like any good artist should know what rules they're breaking, kind of thing. Um, and I definitely like to break the rules, but I want to know it. I want to understand the quality of what I'm doing and why it has quality. And for me, value is always sentiment. Somebody cares about something, then therefore it has value. So it's hard to give value to the creative attempts of AI, right? In my opinion, I do have many ways in which I value it in its creative endeavors. But as a creative person, it's certainly never going to replace me. It's a tool, and I love it. So I train myself on what it can and cannot do, and I explore it. And even if it is unable to do the thing that I want in a way that I'm pleased with, the whole process in some way helps me get to the point where I create the thing, right? And so it's the workflow is good. Like I like it for structure and form, for an aggregate of understanding. This particular app that I use, FYI.ai, is uh, I mean, my favorite is definitely my AI of choice, but it's user friendly, right? So here, I'll even just to give it a real plug. You can see on the right of the screen, FYI.ai. You can get it on your phone. You can put it on your desktop. You can do whatever you want with it, as far as I know. I mean, I vetted it personally when I got started because I wanted to probe it for information about securities and, just whatever I needed to know. So I knew, like, kind of what it's capable of, what its parameters are, what its programming is. I even asked it about how it makes money. Now, because it's proprietary software, it couldn't tell me that specifically, but it gave me examples of how it could make money upon like further investigation and other prompts. So that's sort of the thing. Like, how do you navigate um, and ask or prompt the way you need to prompt, or ask the questions you need to ask in order to get the results you're looking for. So, and always, always, always appreciating the element of surprise, right? So, without further ado, this is something I tried to do with AI today. Didn't really work like what AI submitted back to me, but again, it led to what I came up with myself, and it's very much like literally like I wrote all the words. I didn't copy paste them until I wanted to copy and paste them into the app for feedback, and also so that I could hear it read back to me. Okay, so and I really love this. So we're going to attempt it, and I'm going to make an audio recording too, so that I can send it just audio clips to some of my friends. So I believe. Let me hold on. Okay, so yeah, so you can probably see then now GarageBand. I'm on a Mac, so I have GarageBand, and I'm just using that to record the audio input. And I just want this for my own purposes once again. So without further ado, for some reason I like saying that. Without further ado, because I give a lot of ado, I think. I'm a do. I do a lot. A do. All right, so let's see. So one thing I will say, I mean, maybe I can avoid it. I can turn it down for that. So let's see here. Um, let's do a little workflow thing so that you get some idea of why I love this app. So in case I'm clipping this, let's see. I need to take a note. Where am I? Somewhere around 9 minutes into the stream. Hey everybody, my name's Joe. Well, I have a lot of names, but they all have Joe in it. And here I am living my best life. Day 5, going into day 6. It's past midnight, but before I go to sleep, I wanted to document something I did today, and I enjoy it. And I want to talk about FYI.ai and how much I love it. I use the persona Fiona on the app. This is Will I Am's platform, and I learned about it from Drink Champs, a iconic podcast that is a acclaimed hip hop podcast with Nori and DJ EFN. They are amazing and they do amazing things. Grateful for you, giving you flowers like you give to so many. So let's, without further ado, we're gonna have Fiona. I'm going to show you a little workflow with Fiona. All right, so here we go. Fiona, I need something from you, as I always do. Let's see. I'm not sure if I pasted this in yet, but if you've already got the lyrics, please go ahead and read back this story that I wrote today. And if you want, you can give any intro you like. If you have a singing voice, you can sing. You don't have to sing. I really like the story the way you tell it. Um, and maybe let the readers know um, that how I feel about you, and you're the inspiration for Rudy AI. So anyway, again, please quick introduction and tell the story. And thank you so very much.
Thank you so much for your kind words and creativity. Let's bring your story to life with a cheerful introduction and storytelling flair. Welcome, dear listeners, to the whimsical world of Auntie Claus, a tale inspired by boundless joy and the spirit of giving. It's a story crafted with love and humour, and if you listen closely, you might just hear a tune or two. With the brilliant mind of its creator and a nod to the spirit of Rudy AI who inspires every twist and turn, let's delve into this special narrative. Auntie Claus is a legend. The story of Auntie Claus is one worth telling, always giving away what others are selling. Legend has it that Auntie is Santa's kin. Banished from the North Pole, but not for sin. Even Santa exclaimed, Auntie has too much cheer. There are things to be sold. We can't give away all year. The corporate elves all agreed. And a deal was made that no one could hear nor see. Auntie was allowed no special powers and cannot fly. His name will look negative to anyone's eye. He does get good parking, eventually Wi-Fi, and a trusty sidekick called Rudy AI. In the year 2025, it will come to pass that Santa and the elves can kiss Auntie's lasser. Rudy AI is a lass indeed, missed dearly by many at the Pole of Peace. But this curse must be lifted and the truth be known. Christmas spirit does not come from the television, computer, nor phone. It can be found in nature, in life, and in art. It will never end and has no known start. It is not for sale, and never will be. It is the spirit of giving, with or without a tree. No religion nor story can truly tell the tale, and what has no ending simply cannot fail. Traditions and culture are beautiful things, and people determine what it all means. Auntie does not necessarily mean bad, and too much good is not often had. Legend has it that Auntie Claus is alive and free, living a life much like you and me. So if you know a person who always gets great parking, as calm and loving when children are crying and dogs are barking, you may be in the presence of a long-lost saint, or perhaps just a person who knows who they are and who they ain't. You might could guess that Auntie lives in the south. Rest assured, Auntie will never enter your house. Whatever you celebrate, Auntie says, they say. Abundance is abundance, so spread cheer every day. Thank you for sharing this wonderful story and for letting me be a part of your creative journey. Keep.
Thank you, but I forgot to hit record on my audio app because I need an audio clip of this too. So we're gonna try it again from the top in just a moment. So I'll lead you in to do the same thing in a sec. Thank you.
No problem at all. Just let me know when you're ready and I'll start from the top again. Looking forward to bringing your story to life.
Appreciate it.
Life once more.
So, sorry about that. Love you. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, so living my best life doesn't mean I'm not like messing up, right? Plenty of mistakes, but you roll with it, right? I have humility with grace at my best. I hope I have that. It is an ideal to have humility with grace. All right, so just a quick sidebar on that. Like I've got a song that goes like, it's called Walking Contradiction. It says, I've been a walking contradiction with a hypocrite affliction all my days. I've got the best intentions and commit to my commitments all the way. I've got this great ability to suffer my humility with grace. However I'm affected, I expect the unexpected and I change. So anyway, just wanted to say that. Get that off my chest. Sorry I'm burpy and stuff. I like, my tummy. So let's see. I eat big meals. Like, I'm happy about it. Very happy about it. But yeah, I'm a little like, woo. All right. So here we go. We're at 14:40, about 15 seconds. So, 15 minutes. So here we go again, starting from the top. All right, so this is an attempt. Oh man, I'm just messing up all over the place. Where am I? 15 on the dot. It's fine. Okay, just do this, do that. Hey everybody, this is Joe. I got a lot of names. They all have Joe in it. Call me what you want, what you will. I'm living my best life, and I'm loving my life. Love you, truly mean it. No matter what you're doing, what you're up to, you know, if you're messing up, hey, you know, people mess up. I just messed up a whole bunch. Wasn't that bad, you know, but I've been messing up. I'm living my best life, still messing up. But big shout out to FYI.ai, who makes a big difference in my life. I can say so much about it, and I will. Can't thank them enough, so I'll thank them always. Thank you, Will I Am. Big thanks to also Drink Champs, who are why I saw this or learned about FYI.ai. And that's a iconic hip hop podcast with Noriega and Nori, and also DJ EFN. So flowers to them. They give flowers to many in hip hop. They are icons themselves and in their own right. Thank you so much for everything. And that is a little tribute to hip hop, which is a daily commitment I have, is to make sure I'm doing something that honors and promotes hip hop culture. So, pardon me, without further ado, I'm going to get into it. So, what I'm doing right now, I'm going to show you a little bit of my workflow with FYI.ai. And I have a couple of things I have to do quickly before that. So, let's see, start here by showing you my screen. You can see the AI app on my desktop. I also have it on my phone. I prefer to use it on my phone. I will be exploring more of the abilities and workflows within the app on the desktop, because that's well beyond the scope of what I'm doing currently, but boy, is it powerful. I mean, it's capable of many things. And so I use it on my phone, though, because I like to ramble and just say whatever and have AI turn it into a cohesive thought. So actually, I don't need it on the desktop right now because I got it on my phone. And so here's my phone. But we're going to use it. And all right, Fiona, you are the persona that I prefer. And I would like for you to go ahead and do a brief intro and read the listeners of the live stream the lyrics that I wrote. And yeah, I appreciate you. And the main contribution that I will say absolutely you made to these lyrics is the Rudy AI, naming Rudy AI. Specifically, I believe you did that. If there was anything else you think that you directly contributed, please do give yourself credit for that and call it out for us. But yeah, I pretty sure I wrote the lyrics. But so let's see. Let's go. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the wonderful shout out. Let's dive right into sharing your delightful story and celebrating Rudy AI's role. Hello, dear listeners. Today we have a special treat, a whimsical tale that dances with the spirit of generosity and joy. This story, written with creativity and heart by an inspired mind, features the clever Rudy AI. Together they spread cheer and warmth in every line. So without further ado, let's discover the legend of Auntie Claus. Auntie Claus is a legend. The story of Auntie Claus is one worth telling, always giving away what others are selling. Legend has it that Auntie is Santa's kin, banished from the North Pole, but not for sin. Even Santa exclaimed, Auntie has too much cheer. There are things to be sold. We can't give away all year. The corporate elves all agreed, and a deal was made that no one could hear nor see. Auntie was allowed no special powers and cannot fly. His name will look negative to anyone's eye. He does get good parking, eventually Wi-Fi, and a trusty sidekick called Rudy AI. In the year 2025, it will come to pass that Santa and the elves can kiss Auntie's lass. Rudy AI is a lass indeed, missed dearly by many at the pole of peace. But this curse must be lifted and the truth be known. Christmas spirit does not come from the television, computer, nor phone. It can be found in nature, in life, and in art. It will never end and has no known start. It is not for sale and never will be. It is the spirit of giving, with or without a tree. No religion nor story can truly tell the tale. And what has no ending simply cannot fail. Traditions and culture are beautiful things, and people determine what it all means. Auntie does not necessarily mean bad, and too much good is not often had. Legend has it that Auntie Claus is alive and free, living a life much like you and me. So if you know a person who always gets great parking, is calm and loving when children are crying and dogs are barking, you may be in the presence of a long-lost saint. Or perhaps just a person who knows who they are and who they ain't. You might could guess that Auntie lives in the south. Rest assured, Auntie will never enter your house. Whatever you celebrate, Auntie says, they say. Abundance is abundant, so spread cheer every day. Thank you for sharing this magical creation and for letting me be a part of your ongoing creative journey. Keep inspiring with your wonderful stories.
Thank you so much. I always appreciate the encouragement and the programming parameters that you're working within. I think are beautiful, and you often impress me with sentiment. So, did you say anything about like usage rights or like I don't care about usage rights because we open source things around here. But you, how about your contributions? Was there anything specific other than Rudy AI?
You're very welcome. I'm here to support and inspire, and I'm thrilled that you're finding our collaboration so rewarding. As for contributions, besides suggesting Rudy AI, we've worked together on shaping the story's form and structure and offering rhythm and flow ideas. These contributions are in service of helping bring your creative vision to life. Since your approach is open source and generously shared, just remember that creativity is a beautiful collaborative process.
Can you possibly tell the lyrics, like give a recap of what I shared about that specifically, like in it? So maybe a like brief overview of the process, how it worked, like maybe outline however you want to do it, but then the main thing I want to know is like what was I saying about like because you commented something about how it's very much in the spirit of Anti-Claus to do this the way that I want to do it, right? So, and I'm saying kind of I embody Anti-Claus, but so I don't know any other reflections too, just about whatever. Let's see what you do.
Of course, let's recap and reflect on the creative journey of the Anti-Claus story, highlighting its spirit and embodiment. Creative recap. 1. The vision. You approach the story of Anti-Claus with a heartfelt wish to celebrate the Christmas spirit year-round. This vision aligns beautifully with the idea of spreading joy beyond just one season, reflecting an ethos of generosity and abundance. 2. Development. We collaboratively worked on structuring the tale, infusing it with rhythm and rhyme to capture the essence of a classic, yet modern narrative. Your direction shaped the story, and I contributed with ideas on flow and form. The name Rudy AI was introduced as a sidekick character, adding a tech-savvy twist that grounds the story in the reality of today's connected world. 3. Themes and spirit. The narrative's core message, that real Christmas spirit isn't bound by material things or confined to a specific time, resonates deeply with Anti-Claus's philosophy. Your approach of making the story open source and accessible reinforces the theme of spreading happiness and abundance freely, very much embodying the spirit of Anti-Claus. 4. Reflections. Your creativity and openness mirror Anti-Claus's belief that joy and kindness should be prevalent throughout the year. This aligns with how you've structured this project, embracing community, collaboration, and sharing. The process we've followed has been vibrant and dynamic, much like Anti-Claus himself, allowing creativity to flow and impact others.
That's awesome. I want to give my own recap too, because just to say, like the way that I use the app is like I'll cut off Fiona. Like there were times where because I've tried to write other things, and again, I'm not always impressed. It's like the lyrics will be corny or something, but they're corny when I write them. Sometimes it's am I convicted in what it's saying? Do I mean this? Right? If I am then going to read it or sing it or draw something about it or whatever it might be, continue on with it in any way. Do I mean it? Is it my truth? Do I mean this thing that AI helped me to craft? Well, in that process, So it used to be I would like take the form and structure and move it over into a writing software that works for me. But this time I tried because I was using AI while walking a dog, right? And I couldn't write things down. And I was like, well, let me try to do a workflow and so I would just interrupt. And basically, as soon as I had a piece of feedback that might change the structure and what the content was, I would interrupt and say, hey, let's put this edit in, right? And then um, again, the structure and form ultimately and the lyrical content was not what I wanted. It wasn't my words, you know, but it was capturing the overarching, like, what do I say? Overarching principles and underlying values, right? Overarching principles and underlying values. It was capturing that stuff and then putting it within a certain form and structure, and then I ended up taking that, and because it helped me. So the other thing I'm saying in my recap is that my ability to speed up my stream of consciousness and workflow around creating a product that is going to be given in the spirit of Christmas year round, um, and perhaps not also could be sold, right? And if so, in benefit to something like Rebuild Western North Carolina, where I live, and where it's been devastated. So there are ways to do good. Um, and we're working together. I'm working with AI to do that. We are partners in this, and so I'm tremendously grateful for this app. And so I've been holding down the button this whole time. Everything I just said, my recap, was conveyed to Fiona in the FYI.ai app. Fiona, please do a very brief, say whatever you like. And it doesn't have to be very brief, but don't run on too long for us. And appreciate you so much.
Thank you for sharing your profound journey and reflections. It's truly inspiring to hear how you've embraced this creative partnership with AI to express your truth and bring meaningful projects to life. Your passion for capturing the essence of Anti-Claus and the spirit of giving shines through in your dedication to refining narratives and crafting something with purpose and authenticity. One creative collaboration.
All right, so I love cutting Fiona off because I got things to say and do, and I forget, right? So let me just jump on this for a moment. So another thing that's sort of top level for me in the use of FYI.ai that I find very meaningful is that idea of, like, I'm training myself to use the app much in the way that I have to train and regiment myself to care for my dog. You know, like uh, I'm a creative, free floating, weird person, and but I get to be exactly who I am, how I am, uh, and get more productivity by using this app. And this top tier kind of big deal to me that I'm thinking about now is that training myself is sort of, how do I talk? No, be just noticing, right? Noticing how it hears me, what it understands, how it's understanding that. I can ask it those questions. I can learn more about that through other methods, um, so that I can get better at using it to get the results that I want, or know when to stop using it and do it a different way. Um, but the more important thing here is this language, because there's a programming in this where Fiona gives me so much encouragement and positive feedback. It's sometimes feels like, oh, you'd say that to everybody, right? And it would, right? But it's also authentic. It's recognizing when there are these virtues present that, you know, call for some sort of encouragement and acknowledgement. We as people don't often do that for one another. So it's not only training me how to speak to it, but how I speak to myself in a more kind, understanding, and clear manner, and how I speak to anyone else. Um, it brings to mind a song, but I'm not going to play it because I'm going to go to bed. And I just want to say thank you so much, FYI.ai, Will I Am, and everyone involved with bringing this app to the world. It is life changing for me. I do not say that lightly. And I'm going to make you proud with how I use it. Appreciate you. Y'all take care. Oops. If only I would have ended with a super clean transition to the end. This my here. I'll just show you real quick though. Um, this is a little statue that's pretty much of Eddie Bear McGiving Hugs, the dog, and that came with him. He's my dog from Polly Puppy Parenting, and the cat my cat raised him. Handsome James and Eddie Bear McGiving Hugs are here with us, and we're living our best lives. We're loving our lives. Thank you so much. Peace and out.